Shanny Fannies, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi. Okay, so finally, my CVX video is here for you, yay! I'm filming this a couple days after CVX and who knows how long it's gonna take me to get it up, so I'm sorry if this is really late, I don't know when this is going up. But I wanted to tell you guys all about CVX Live. For those of you that don't know, first of all, for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome! I am really weird, so you should subscribe to see more of it. Number two, secondly, welcome. I'm gonna tell you because I got to go to CVX Live this year as a creator, sort of, and I want to share my experience with you. So, for those of you that don't know what CVX Live is basically like Playlist Live or what's the other one called? VidCon, TanaCon, I don't know. It's a thing where all the YouTube creators get together and it's kind of like Comic-Con, but it's for YouTubers. And so people come and they have their booths and you can do meet and greets with them. And then they also have other types of booths where people sell crafts and try and sell things from their businesses and stuff like that. So that's what CVX Live is. It's a huge event. It was here in Provo, Utah, and it was over 2 days and it was so much fun. And I'm gonna share with you my experience. I didn't vlog a whole lot, but I do have some footage and some photos to share with you. So I'm gonna share those with you as I just kind of do like a story time video of how my CVX experience was as my very first time having my very own booth, because it was incredible. So if that does not sound interesting to you, you can move on. I don't mind, I won't be offended. And if that sounds interesting, then stay tuned. I just wanna say thank you from the bottom of my butt for all of the help that was given to me and support and love that was given to me by not only you guys, but especially my sister and my mom and anyone else who helped me on Thursday, the day before CVX Live started, when I was panicking and I was freaking out and trying to get my booth all ready, and I was just freaking out and out of my mind, nervous, and my mom and my sister just like stopped what they were doing and just donated all their time to me and helped me set up my booth and made it really beautiful and fun and colorful. And they came and they were there and they were awesome and they're just the best in the whole world and they just do so much for me and I just don't deserve it. So thank you, Mommy and Angela, if you're watching. The booth turned out great and I'm so grateful that you guys were there for me, and Mom for being there for me the first day and being there because you know how nervous I was going to be because Danny couldn't be there the first day. So just a huge thank you to my mom and sister and anyone else who had a hand in helping with the booth. Shelton helped and my nieces helped and just a lot of people. Thank you for helping me with my booth. And the biggest thank you of all to my brother-in-law Sean / the guy that Sean knows for getting me a booth at CVX Live. I feel very blessed and lucky that I was able to even get a booth, and I can't believe that happened. So thank you so much for getting me a booth. It means the world to me. Thank you for whatever you had to do that for me. So thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, so on Thursday when I was setting up my booth, I got to meet the one, the only Shay Tards. Why is it called Shay Tards? I need to look this up. I wonder why they call themselves the Shay Tards. I'm a newish fan. I only started watching a couple years ago, so I'm kind of newish to it. But Shay Carl is one of the coolest dudes I've ever met in my entire life, and if I ever get the pleasure of being in his presence again, my life will be complete. So there's that. But I actually started watching Shay because mine and Danny's best friend Paul is Shay's like biggest fan in the whole world, and so he kind of introduced me to the Shay Tards and I just fell in love with them right away, and I just think they're the greatest, most strong, amazing, faithful, kind, giving, generous, funny, fun, beautiful family ever. Like, I just feel so honored that I got to meet them and that I got to hang out with them so much, but I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, I did get to meet him on Thursday when I was setting up my booth because he was there setting up his booth and we were the only ones on that floor at the time setting up our booths. So we got to hang out a lot and talk a lot and chill and take pictures and stuff. So that was so much fun. I'm so glad I got to meet him. I was so nervous. I was shaking out of my mind. I was totally fangirling. It was so funny. So that was so much fun. And then, so then Friday, the first day of CVX Live, I'm not gonna lie, was a little bit rough. And I've decided to not talk about the rough stuff because I want this video to be totally positive. What I will say is that I learned a lot on day one. I learned a lot about not only like gratitude, not that I wasn't ungrateful, because I was very grateful and I'm still very grateful, but also like appreciating what it is that I need to do if I want the results that I'm looking for. Like, I learned a lot of lessons on day one of things that I can do better next year and things that I can learn from for next year. So that's really good. It was a really hard day, but I'm glad it happened the way that it did so that I could learn all of those important lessons. So I'm really excited to incorporate those lessons next year on CVX Live. However, I did try and incorporate them on day two, and day two is the one that I want to talk about the most. But back to day one, I met some really awesome people, and I would love to shout them all out first. The ones that I want to. I would love to shout out everybody I met, but there's no way I'm going to remember everybody. So forgive me if I don't put you in this, but I'm really going to try my hardest to just shout out everybody that I can remember. So first of all, obviously the Shaytards. I got to meet Shay's wife, Colette, and their kids are so beautiful. And Colette made me cry. As you all know, it's kind of hard to get me to cry. I usually have to be extremely upset or extremely frustrated or extremely sad or extremely happy. And she went from getting me like 0 to crying in like 1 minute flat. I'm not kidding. Because she just took the time out to talk to me about things that I've been through and listen to my story and give me words of encouragement and faith and hope. And she and Shay are of the same faith as I am, and so she was able to connect with me in that way and share some very personal stories for her that helped her grow and that helped her in her situation. And I just want to say that I love her and I love Shay. I love their whole family. I know that, you know, they've been through the ringer this past year, I think. Has it been the past year? I don't know how long it's been. But like, to me, meeting them in person, even if I hadn't met them, I just know that they're good people and that they have good hearts, and everybody in the world makes mistakes. And it really breaks my heart to see that people are judging them so harshly for the fact that they have decided to make their family work. I will never understand why anybody would throw hate or shade or anything at anybody who's just working hard and doing their very best to make their family work because they love each other that much and because they are an eternal family together. And I think that's the most beautiful, most inspiring thing that I've ever seen in my whole life. And Colette is just the epitome of an actual angel on earth. I'm so lucky and so blessed that I got to meet her, let alone get a little mini pep talk from her. I'll never, ever forget everything that she said to me, not only about, you know, trials and stuff, but also about the internet and what to listen to and what not to listen to and how to move on and to not let it bother you and things like that. Like, she's just an incredible woman. I don't know, she's just amazing. I love her, and Shay is incredible and he inspires me. So anyway, so there you go, there's that. The second shout out that I want to do is to someone named Clint. Their channel on YouTube is called Clint's Reptiles, I believe. He was booth neighbors with me. He was right next door to mine, and he brought all of his reptiles with him, and people were constantly at his booth. So thank you, Clint, for all the traction near my booth because I was right next door to yours. So people had to pass my booth to get to Clint's booth, which was fabulous for me, so thank you. I'm here at CVX Live. This is day one. I just got here. This is my booth. There's my mom back there watching over it. And Kayla came and she's about to hold a snake, and that's a really big fear for her. So watch Kayla be brave and hold a snake for the first time because she's terrified. He's incredible, and I met him and his wife, and they have a channel and they've got, you know, a lot of people behind it running it. I met quite a few of them, and they're just an amazing, humble, beautiful, smart people, and so interesting. Like, so everything that I learned about reptiles in the span of 2 days, and probably only talking a total of 20 minutes total, would amaze you. Like, these people are incredible. And he is so freaking cute. I've only watched a couple of videos so far, but I love them already. Love his personality. He's so fun. He's so sweet. And his wife is amazing. We became good friends at CVX, and I got to hold a bunch of their stuff. I love snakes a lot, and so I got to hold their snakes, and it was just the best day of my life. And I wish that Danny would let me get a snake, but he doesn't want me to have a snake because he's convinced that the snake will somehow flatten little enough to squeeze through the bird cage doors and eat our birds. And also Danny's afraid of snakes. So anyway, they're so awesome. Please check their channel out. Please subscribe to them. Leave them a comment on their most recent video and say that Shanny sent you, and I'm gonna go and read as many comments as I can in their most recent video, and I'm gonna respond to as many if you say Shanny sent me here, and you've subscribed to them. So please go and do that. They deserve all of the subscribers and love in the world. They're already a pretty big channel, and they're doing awesome and amazing. They're already got such an incredible audience, and they deserve so much more, and they deserve business. They deserve everything. They're just amazing, really good people. So please go subscribe to them and show them your love and support. And if you live here in Utah, you can hire them to do parties, and you can rent out their animals for things or whatever. Just I'll put all of their information below, so be sure to go check it out. I forgot to mention, I'm totally wearing a Trixin hoodie. I hope you noticed, Shay, if you're watching, because I'm sure you watch all of my videos. Are you even subscribed to me? You should subscribe to me. Do it. My dream will come true if Shay Carl subscribes to me, or Colette, either one. Anyway, I'm wearing a Trixin t-shirt because I bought this, and I bought 2 Trixin hats also because, and this is, I have not taken this off since the convention. And no, I have not showered since the convention. So it's so comfy and soft. Anyways, I'm gonna link Trixin's link below too. I'm sure you all already know what it is, but just in case if you're curious, they've got good quality merchandise. Like, what the heck, so good. Okay, so the next person that stands out in my mind enough to shout out is what I'm gonna say from now on is there were a couple of ladies that I met while I was walking around on the floor, and one of them is like a vegan activist.
Hi guys, so we're giving out free stuff for helping animals. We're actually trying to ask Domino's to add a vegan cheese option to their menu because not only is it better for our health and the environment, but it makes a big difference for animals as well.
And the other one sells like chalk, some sort of like awesome chalk decor type of a thing. Chalk couture, I don't know how to say that word. Couture. Chalk couture. I don't know how to say this word. Focus. I don't know. Anyway, that's their card. Okay, there's the front and there's the back. You can pause it if you want. Go and check them out because they were the sweetest ladies in the whole world, and I felt so bad that they didn't get to come back on day 2 because day 2 was when all the people were there. Day 1 was kind of dead. So I took some of their cards day 1 and I left them on my table for day 2, and they were just the sweetest ladies ever, and they deserve business, and what they do is awesome. So go and look it up. They do all kinds of like fun like chalk design, and like I think they do the stencils there too. I don't know. But like that really popular look right now where everything looks like it's chalked, but it's really not. Like for instance, if I could compare it to anything, I would say like I have this thing, and this is kind of the style that it reminds me of. Like it'll give you like that rustic chalk look, but I think it's like permanent somehow. I'm not sure though, don't quote me on that. But check them out, and you got their information if you'd like to check them out. And again, they are based here in Utah. At least these ladies are. And so if you are looking for decor like that, then hit them up. They're awesome girls. All right, the next girl that really impacted me was Monica Moore Smith. She is incredible. You may know her from, if you're LDS or even if you're not and you happen to see the newer Saturday's Warrior movie, she was in that movie, and she just struck me, and I don't know why. I just thought that she was insanely talented. She was up on the stage singing with her sister, and then I saw her like doing some Q&As upstairs where she was being the host for the people doing Q&As on the YouTuber floor, and she was so adorable and so bubbly and so just talented and amazing, and I don't know, I just thought she was awesome. And so me and my friends that were there sat in the audience while she sang, and Kat called her a lot, and not Kat called, but like, woohooed! What do you call that? Woohooed. We woohooed her a lot, and she noticed us in the crowd, and so of course we found her afterwards, and she recognized us, and we took pictures together, and she was just the cutest little thing of all the cutest little pie that you can imagine. If you were to bake like the tiniest little mini pie in the world and put it in the littlest mini oven, like the Easy Bake Oven, except a real one, and it came out like a tiny little cute little delicious little pie, that's how she was. Anyway, I'm gonna link her channel below as well. She's an amazing singer, she's an amazing woman, she's extremely talented in so many different ways, so please check her channel out as well. All right, the next people that I met were J House Vlogs, the family from J House Vlogs, and if you watch them, they're incredible. They are a family vlogging channel, and they're incredible and amazing and really sweet. And what you see, honestly, like, they're the same. They're the same as what you see on their videos. Like, listen, I met a lot of YouTubers, okay? I met a lot of YouTubers over the weekend, and I can tell you that out of all of them, J House Vlogs were the one, well, and the Shay Tarts were the ones that were true to what you see on their videos. I met a lot of rude YouTubers, a lot of people who were extremely stuck up. I'm not gonna say names because I ain't here to throw shade, but they were very different than what you see from their videos. But J House Vlogs and Shay Tarts, of course, but J House Vlogs was so sweet and so nice, and they asked what I did. They asked all about my channel and really encouraged me about it, and that just meant the world to me coming from them because I'm just such a huge fan of them. They're so sweet and so amazing. I love them so much, and I just hope I can meet them again, and I hope they'll be there next year again. I think they will, because they were there last year too, and then they were this year, so I hope they'll be there next year. So the next person is a magician that I met because I was pulled on stage to be his assistant during a magic trick, and here is some of that footage.
Inside each of these bags there's a block of wood. Now a block of wood is so that they all weigh the same, and there's no way of distinguishing. But in one of them there is a 6-inch nail. Shanny, do you want to confirm that that is indeed a sharp nail? Great, it is a very sharp nail. Shanny has confirmed.
Legit? What's that about?
Sure. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Great, Shanny. Shanny has confirmed with a squeal of pain that this is indeed a sharp nail. It really is. Lose that nail. You feel like you've shuffled them around well?
Yes.
Shanny, I want you to name a bag. 1, 2, 3, or 4?
4.
4?
It's my favorite number.
Shanny, that was great. See, ladies and gentlemen, I trusted Shanny. I knew this is an example of life. In life, you can trust people. You're supposed to trust people when someone says you trust them. So, ladies and gentlemen, Shanny.
Careful, he's gonna hurt himself. Oh, I have to do this?
Wait, Shanny, wait.
Here I know. Wait.
Sorry, I'm a little confused.
Me too.
You're acting as though you don't remember.
I don't remember.
What?
Was I supposed to? And was I supposed to pay attention? You didn't tell me that. Should we start over?
Shanny,
Yes.
I've been up here trying to show these kids that you can trust people in life. And then I expected you to know the nail, and she didn't even try. No. We've started.
I'm so confused.
Okay.
I'm terrified right now.
If you have to lie to me, you can. Forget the thing about trust, kids.
Okay.
You can't trust people. Okay. Up that music. The music to match my emotions right now. Shanny, there are 3 bags left. Let me remind you, one of them does have a 6-inch nail that can impale my hair.
Am I supposed to know where it is?
Yes, Shanny, you were supposed to remember where it is.
I remember where it is.
You don't, but name a bag. 1, 2, or 3. 2. Girl, be careful, she said.
No, bro.
Oh, bro. Woo. Shanny, there are 2 bags left. One of them has a 6-inch nail. Which one?
Oh, no, are you gonna smash the
One or two. I'm gonna smash the one you say. Which one?
2.
2? What percent certain are you? What percent certain are you? What percent? I know this is a very emotional moment right now. There's a lot of, what percent certain are you?
79.8.
79.8.
Yes.
Shanny, there's a 6-inch nail in one of those. This is not a joke. If you, again, even if you have to lie to me, tell me which bag.
Bag what?
Which one should I slam my hand down on in front of all of these people?
That one.
This one?
You did it! What on earth? Give it up!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shanny!
So I totally thought that I bombed his trick for him. I thought I messed it up because I was very confused, because I get so nervous when I'm on stage and I've got like hundreds of eyes staring at me. I was so nervous. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I think I messed up his trick. I feel so bad. So I snuck backstage after the trick and found him. And I was like, I am so sorry if I messed up your trick. And he's like, no, you didn't. And I was like, okay, because I don't know what I was. And he's like, no, 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 you did everything right. The trick worked out exactly how it was supposed to, and you did great, da da da. And then we just got to talking, and we ended up talking for probably 45 minutes. And we talked about how we both come from very similar things. We come from the same religion. We both come from hard times, and he was sharing with me how he got through his hard times. Like, he was incredible. Not to mention an amazing magician that blew my mind, obviously, because I didn't even get the trick and I was up there watching it and I couldn't figure it out, so haha. Thank you, Stuart, for talking to me. You will never realize exactly how much of an impact you had on me. Maybe someday I'll make a whole video of it because that's how big of an impact you had on me. So thank you for what you told me. Thank you for what you shared with me. I don't know if you'd want me sharing what you shared with me, and so I'm not going to, but I will say that I admire you and look up to you for your strength, and everything that you've been through and how you got through it is very inspirational. So thank you for sharing with me what you did. All right, the next person I want to talk about, this is, I think, the last one I want to talk about today. I'm sure as I come back and, you know, as myself in a couple weeks and talk to you guys personally, I'm sure more memories will come up that impacted me the most. But right now I'm just trying to keep it to the main ones that I felt the most impacted by. So this next one is pretty awesome. This last person that I want to shout out is Lindsay Sterling. Okay, I didn't actually meet her. However, I might be collabing with her because, hold on, this is a long story. So I was walking down the road of CVX hallways, and I saw this guy and I was like, wait, I know him. How do I know him? And I was like, oh, that's the dude, that's the Linford twins dude. Are yours, we'll take our time, living in our castles in the sky. And he freaking was on America's Got Talent, and his twin brother married my friend from high school that I always looked up to, and I adored her and loved her. So I saw him and I went up to him and I'm like, hey dude, I know you. And he was like, hey, and I'm not kidding, the first sentence he said to me, everything from then on was so outgoing and hyper and energetic and connecting, and he just is the type of person that I feel 100% connected and comfortable with, because he's so positive and so amazing and so giving and so selfless. And like, he didn't even have a booth. Like, he's famous and didn't even have a booth, and he doesn't even live in Utah. He came all the way here just from Arizona just to go to CVX Live, just so that he can find people to connect with people, to connect people to other people, because that's how selfless he is and awesome he is. So right away, I told him how I knew him, and he had me do like a little Marco Polo message thing to his sister-in-law who I went to school with, and she's so sweet. And thank you, Esther, for commenting on my the video that you commented on, and I cannot tell you how much I cried because I've always looked up to you and I love you with all my heart, and I've always been so jealous of you and proud of you, and you're amazing and you're an incredible woman, and I'm just so happy for you that you're so happy and you deserve all the happiness that you get because you are one of the most incredible people I ever knew in high school. So there you go. Anyways, moving on. So I talked to this guy for a while and I told him about my channel, and he was like, bro, I know Lindsay Sterling because I guess he taught her for a little bit, violin or fiddle. I don't know the difference. I'm a musician and I don't even know the difference between a violin and a fiddle. Anyway, he taught her something, and then also he's still very connected to her manager. So he's like, Lindsay Sterling has an eating disorder and has talked about it openly, or has suffered with one. I'm not sure if she still is actually right now. I think she's still suffering with some stuff, but I don't know if her eating disorder is thriving right now. I'm not totally sure on that. And he was like, and she's so passionate about anybody who talks about eating disorder related things, and I know that she would want to collab with you if she knew about you. So he immediately got on his phone, he emailed that manager who he's both good friends with and also manages Lindsay Sterling directly, and within, I don't know, a half an hour he came and found me again, and he's like, okay, the manager emailed me back and she's gonna talk to Lindsay and then you guys are gonna collab and it's gonna be awesome. And I was like, so that was a pretty incredible feeling to know. Even if I am praying to all the things that I pray, I am praying and hoping with all of the hope inside of my little heart, because it would be a dream come true to sit down with Lindsay Sterling and talk to her about anything really, let alone eating disorders. I'm so freaking excited. I hope this goes through. I hope it happens. If those of you who are fans of Lindsay and you follow her on Twitter or social media, you need to tweet her and tell her that I will totally collab with her and that it would be a dream come true if she collabed with me, and that I could maybe help her and then maybe she could help me and we could help each other, and then we could end up helping a lot of people. So thank you for that incredible dude, for Mr. Linford, for stopping, like allowing me. All I did was stop you to tell you that I recognized you and to tell you that I knew your sister-in-law, and you went above and beyond without me even asking you to. You immediately got on your phone, you immediately emailed the manager, you immediately came and found me after it was done, you immediately told me that you felt that you were supposed to be there that weekend for me, to connect me with Lindsay Sterling. What a selfless human being you are to take the time out of your life to care that much about other people, to just go there to enjoy it and meet people and connect people. That is a pretty awesome human being in my opinion. So wherever you are, if you're watching, thank you. You'll never know the impact you had on me, and I really want to be friends with you. And I want to collab with you because your personality and mine together would make amazing videos, and also I just would love to have you as a friend. I think you're an incredible human, and I hope you know that. I really hope that you know that. Okay, so as far as shout outs, that's all I can think of right now. I'm sure more will come, so again, stay tuned. But for now, those are the ones that stood out to me the most. So day one was kind of a bummer because there was a lot of, day one, first of all, was amazing because Megan was there and Jordan was there and Kayla was there and my mom was there. So many people came to support me. Megan flew all the way out here from Tennessee. What the heck, she's the coolest. And Jordan came and Kayla, and so did Haley and her mom, Ronalee. Like, so many people came to support me on day one and day two, and that just meant the world to me, but I'm talking about day one. So day one, besides all that greatness, it was a rough day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it was. There were some misunderstandings and also a confrontation that left me crying. And then I found out that the Ballingers canceled, and I was so bummed. But I wasn't like mad at them. I just was kind of bummed, you know, because I brought them gifts and stuff. But when I got home that night of day one, I left a comment on the Ballingers' latest vlog, and Jessica was like, oh, I actually DM'd you a couple days ago to let you know that I wasn't coming, that we weren't coming. And so then because again, I just am barely learning how to use Twitter. I don't know, I'm so old, I don't know how to use Twitter. So then I went and looked at her Twitter message, and she did in fact message me personally without me asking anything. She just thought of me. She knew that I was gonna come and that I was gonna meet them again. And so she took time out of her day, a few days ahead of time, to warn me that they were not coming. And she encouraged me. She told me how proud of me she was for doing what I was doing. She said, congratulations for having my own booth this year and all the things, and that she was just so proud of me for doing what I'm doing and that I'm reaching so many people. Like, she just is the sweetest. There's a reason I love her and her family. They're the most genuine, thoughtful, selfless people in the world. And now looking back, because, you know, I've caught up with other things in their family since then, they canceled probably because they were there they wanted to be there to help Colleen with her very last show. And so if that means canceling seeing me, heck yeah, do that. I'm so glad they did. I'm so glad they canceled. I'm so glad that they got to be with their family and probably had the best show of their entire lives and the last show that they'll do together for a long time. I'm such a big fan of that entire family. It obviously started with Colleen. I did find her first. She saved my life. She brought me out of a dark depression, and then I found her other family members, and they continued and still continue to bring me out during my dark moments. Every time I'm feeling sad, I watch a Colleen video or a Ballinger family video or a Rachel video, and I love them with all of my heart, and I hope that someday I can meet all of them. But for now, I feel like the luckiest, most blessed woman in the entire world to know the Ballinger family. And I'm just so grateful for Jessica that she would take the time to connect with me like that. Like, that meant the whole world to me. So anyway, I will be sending you your gifts, which is probably better this way, because I got you guys a lot of gifts this year, and it probably would have cost you a buttload to send it back to California. So that, I probably should have thought of that ahead of time. So it's probably a good thing you didn't come, because now I won't feel guilty, and now I can ship them to you myself without feeling guilty that you guys had to pay shipping, which is so dumb, because last year I brought them tons of gifts and shipping it home must have been very expensive, and yet this year I went out and bought them even more gifts because I'm very selfish. But listen, gift giving is my love language. It's one of my biggest love languages. So I will send you those gifts in the mail as soon as I can. And hopefully you'll open them on camera or something, because I also love to see the reactions of people that I give gifts to, because again, giving gifts is my love language, and seeing the reaction is the payoff for me. So just saying. Everyone tweet this to Jessica too. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. I'm tired and I'm sick. Let's move on. I didn't really vlog a whole lot, but here is some footage that Paul got of me after CVX was over. So you're welcome.
Hello, where are you right now?
Hi, I'm Shanny from Educating Shanny. I have a channel that's a channel that is, good to talk to you, that's a channel about having candy always. We're looking for Shay Carl so we can say goodbye to him, because he's my buddy now. And he would be really upset if I didn't say goodbye to him. You gotta find it.
Oh, okay. What happened over there?
Over where?
What's all this?
Well, that's where my booth was. The stage. This is a car.
It's the Aquabats.
It's an Aquabats. This lady is so nice. If she wasn't on her phone, I'd introduce you, because we were buddies the whole time. Seriously, she's awesome. This is where Shay Carl's booth was. This is where the audience was. Over there, do you see the big rainbow poop?
Oh.
That's
That's
where
where your
I
booth was.
Yeah.
It was over there.
And then if you look up there, that's where the lights are.
Yeah.
So there's lights, and then there's a wall, and then there's a brick wall, and a door, and then a like cement-ish. And these are my toenails that match my flip-flops perfectly.
Cool. Let's see your badge.
This is my badge.
Okay.
This right here is an aisle where people would walk down to find seats.
We're counting on it.
That's Colette over there, Shay Carl's wife.
Yeah.
We're buddies too. I'm pretty much her bestie. This is where you buy shave ice, and they chose to spell it the correct Hawaiian way as opposed to most Utahns who say shaved ice with the D on the end.
Are they going to get
That's
in trouble
not what
of
it's actually
copyright
called.
and intellectual
No,
property infringement?
because they're right. It originated in Hawaii. I don't know that for real. But in Hawaii they call it shave ice.
It did originate
Everyone-
there. I
yeah.
went there.
Yeah, you
I went to one of the originals.
Oh, okay, see?
I have a vlog on it. You can go to the link down there.
Yes, yes. And see, but then we always called it shaved ice because technically it's shaved ice. But technically, wait, not technically it's shaved. It is shaved ice, but they call it shave ice.
This is great. This is great footage.
Ready? You come over here. This is where they had chalk.
Oh, look, who's that? That's Jeremy from Studio C.
This is Jeremy from Studio C. He's my best friend. Just kidding. He waved to me once.
It's JK
And I
Studios
said,
now.
And I said, because yesterday Danny wasn't here, and I was like, hey. And he's like, hey. And I was like, hey, I'm Dan Haskell's wife. And he's like, oh, Dan, yeah. So that was our interaction. It was really fun. The line of people waiting for a snow cone. You did so great yesterday, by the way. Get her on film.
Oh, it's Kelsey. This is for her vlog.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
You're on multiple vlogs.
Yeah, look at you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did so great.
Thank you.
Link
What's your name?
down in the description.
Educating Shanny on YouTube.
Okay, I saw your booth over there, and you were the one just recommending that I meet her.
Yes.
How fortuitous! Yeah.
Yes, because she is exploring some of the same topics.
Yeah, I talk a lot about mental health, eating disorders, confidence, like body positivity, all the same things.
That's exactly.
Yeah. That's right. I know. What do you like? I live here. Where do you live?
Here. Oh, that's great. Pleasant Grove.
Oh, I'm in Provo, so yeah, we're like, we're still filming. This is great.
We need to talk about
Let's talk about it. Yeah. Hey, I love that.
So this is where, if you come over here, this is my favorite part. Come this way. Right here, you can see the wrapper of what I think could have been some fruit snacks. I'm not totally sure, but that's my guess. It was once full of a fruit snack. I am speaking.
Hat
Okay,
off
we're
to
done
you.
with that one. Okay. And then this way. This is a chair. I'll show you my favorite chair. So if you come this way, this chair, I was sitting in this chair watching a magic act, and I got called up on stage to be a part of it. That over there, that's my husband, the really tall one. He's adorable. And then right here, this is my second husband.
Hi.
And he's adorable too. So then you come this way. And this is a girl that flew in from Tennessee. I don't remember her name. I'm giving him a
Who are
tour.
you?
Hi! No, I don't know who you are.
I think it's Morgan.
Morgan. Wait.
I think it's
Molly.
Sally, you're Sally.
Bull.
Close. Educating Sally. Shanny. Molly. Molly.
Molly.
Molly. This is Molly.
Hey.
We've been best friends since an hour
Yesterday.
ago.
Oh, rude.
We were not friends yesterday.
Okay, cool.
Jumped to conclusions like that. Just kidding.
You
This is
suck.
Megan.
How did you know?
This is Megan. This is Megan from Instagram. You guys know her.
Paul had no idea who I was. Rude. I've even talked to you before. I follow you.
Get with it, Paul.
Love you.
Okay, and then you come this way.
Look, there's Margie.
Maggie.
Oh, sorry, we can't show you.
Oh,
We'll blur
do
you out.
Do you want to be on my vlog? Yeah. She's fine.
Hi.
That's a Maggie.
How cute.
She's the awesomest human on earth.
She's a Maggie.
And she came here.
She's
She's
cuteness.
a Maggie. She's like A+ Maggie. That's her. That's her nickname. Okay, and then you come this way. Come right over here. This is where I walked up on the stairs to be on the stage, but I didn't film any of it. This is the pole that I held on to. It's really kind of not very sturdy, but it's okay because I was not sturdy because I was a little nervous, so it worked out.
Is anyone
perfectly.
gonna watch this?
Yes. And then over there,
This is 8 minutes already, almost 9.
Okay guys, that is the end of this very long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, so I've definitely got a lot of new ideas in mind, and I definitely am starting to know what I want to do with my channel, but I'm still not quite ready to come back all the way for myself. However, I am back for you. I've been doing a series, hopefully I've started by now, maybe I'm starting it tomorrow, I don't know. Anyway, I'm doing this series where I read your guys' stories in videos every day, and I share your stories, and I give feedback on your stories, and I share what you guys have been through, because I feel like it's time for you guys to be in the spotlight. I've been in the spotlight for 3.5 years, and right now is the perfect time because I'm still not ready as far as knowing what I want to do with my YouTube yet, and so I think this is the great time for you guys to kind of step up and share your stories and be in the spotlight and connect with people through your stories. So if you'd like to share your stories with me, I will link all of my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook below. You can message me your stories. Try not to make it longer than like if you were to print out a full page, single spaced. Try not to make it longer than that so we can fit in as many stories as possible per video. So I don't know if you've seen one yet, but if you have, go check that out. You can get an idea of what we're doing, and if not, then just trust it and let me know if you want it to be anonymous. At the beginning of your story, let me know if you want it to be anonymous. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you, CVX Live, for having me. Thank you for everyone who helped me get there. Thank you for everyone who came and flew out to see me. Megan flew all the way out to see me, and she was just amazing and incredible. So thank you, and I love you guys. And remember forever and always that you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye!